So I wanted to show you guys just how much bumping up the curls just a little bit makes such a difference. So my biggest complaint about this wig, I think that I felt like it was a little too long. But once you bump up these curls just a little bit, it makes such a big difference.
Yeah, look at the difference.
Look at the difference. Okay.
3 inches.
It took them up about 3 whole inches. If you guys are tuning in with us, come hang out. We're here at the doll shop, just kind of doing all the things. It does require a lot of patience, and it makes such a big difference, though. Did you hairspray this, Linda, or is just use a... Are you going to?
No, I'm not. There's pros and cons because of, depending on the hairspray, it could cause you to have bugs. And I don't want bugs in my dogs.
The hairspray causes bugs?
Yeah, it attracts them.
Oh, because they like to eat it type thing?
I've just heard awful stories. So we usually don't use hairspray.
See, I used to use hairspray on wigs when I was making them. If you guys are watching and you have an opinion on this, let us know what your tip or trick is, or if you have a favorite brand.
It's not staying because of the cap.
You want me to hold it?
Well, the pate is the problem because it's glued in there.
It's still wet.
It's damp.
Damp, yes. I had no idea we used glass cleaner to do these. Did you guys? Now what are you going to do with these long ends? Just curl them too?
Curl them and then see whether I like it or not. They might not last. They might have to go away. Or we might have to pull her hair up into a hairstyle. We could do that too.
If you guys are here with us, give us a wave or an emoji. Let us know you're here. We're just doing a little bit of wig styling. We like to go live and hang out with you guys here at the doll shop. It's fun. We usually do it on Thursdays and Fridays. Now, tomorrow we are going to be filming our hanky workshop all day here at the shop. So we'll definitely be popping on, but we got a lot of filming to do. Eloise, question about the glass cleaner. Is it a Windex type? Is it the spray versus... Eloise, see that in the video right behind us? It's that kind. It's a spray kind. It's not like the Windex kind. It's kind of like the kind you would use to like...
And it's only...
It's not like the Windex kind.
Lucy told me it's only this spray that you can use.
It's only that brand, okay? So don't use Windex or anything else. I guess it's only that brand. And this is a super secret doll tip from...
Lucy.
From Lucy. Okay? Do it at your own risk, though. Don't send me an email saying it didn't work. Because this is what we do. It works for us. Yeah, like try it on a little portion or something. It's what we do. And you guys know that. Like any of the tips that we give or whatever, it's what works for us. Sometimes we get emails from people saying, oh, you didn't do it right, blah, blah, blah. But it works for us. And so however you want to do it, do it. Try it. Don't try it. If you've got some great tips to share those tips. It's all about learning.
Okay.
So we need to develop one of these that's twice as long, or like 3 times as long for these long hairs.
Right, and big. We need a bigger barrel.
We need a bigger barrel? We have
Yes.
bigger barrels.
I know, but it's not the same. This
Okay.
is really awesome.
All right, so we need to order a bigger barrel tomorrow. This is a mohair wig for those that are just tuning in. It is an antique mohair wig. Now, I thought the curls actually looked pretty darn good. You can see her in the last video, but Linda is bumping it up, which I think is going to help tremendously, because my only complaint about the wig is I felt like it was a little long.
It was, but maybe we can pull it up.
Jeannie, these curling irons are great. We get them from Doll's Part, and they only come in one setting, right?
I believe so.
Or do they have? We'll check.
Oh, it's just got this special barrel that it seems to release the hair a lot easier. And they come in a kit, or they come in with just separate.
They work pretty darn good, and they're only like, I think $20. So they're
$25.
$25.
It depends if you buy them with the kit, the curling kit.
Yeah, you can get a curling kit, or you can just get the curling iron by itself. That is not a sponsored post, by the way. We just, that's where we got it. And it's from Hair Tool Professional, the J2. And it looks like it has a 1 or a 0. No, it just has one setting. So
I think it just has one
setting.
On.
I'm
Sorry.
Oh, here, let me go around.
I need to stay.
Here. I'm holding it down.
Thank you.
Again, it's a lot of just patience, and hair is so important on the doll, and so it's worth
The patience.
the time. Yeah, it's worth the patience, worth the time to take the time and to do it. Now, this is something that you guys could do if you got one of these curling irons. You could sit there and watch Netflix, and you can Netflix and wig. Instead of Netflix and chill, you can Netflix and wig.
Right. Practice.
Yeah. And just make over all your wigs that need some bumping up. Now, and they don't stay like this forever, so I'm sure you have some wigs that could use some bumping up.
It's amazing when you look at your dolls how just a little tender, loving care will.
Oh, it is. We have these dolls, and sometimes I think, oh, what are we going to do with that doll? And then Linda will just give it some TLC, sorry. And
then you like it again.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh my God, that doll's gorgeous. But sometimes they lose a little bit of their sparkle, just like humans. And after you go to the hair salon and go and get your nails done, or do whatever it is that makes you feel good. But for our dolls, it's cleaning them and doing their hair.
I find that if
ironing.
I tend to look at a doll and say, I don't like you anymore, you need to find another home. If I take it out and clean it up and rearrange it in the cabinet,
yeah,
all of a sudden she has to stay.
Okay, so if you guys are feeling that, oh, I'm sorry. If you guys are on edge and you're feeling that about any doll, give it a little makeover before you think that it has to
go find
go find another home. Give it a makeover. Let it visit the clip and curl. Now, are we going to take these curls and separate them? Now, Greg Ortiz is watching, and he did an incredible job with my hair.
I'm not Greg Ortiz. So
She's not Greg Ortiz, but
I'll try.
She'll try. Okay. No, we all know Linda does a great job. So why are we doing?
I don't want hair
Okay,
all over.
you know what this reminds me of is like the real hair salon.
It is.
Yeah, it's such a good idea. So just put a plastic bag over there so she doesn't get all this mohair all over the costume, because the costume is on and we are going to style the wig. It does look a lot better.
Yeah. See how much shorter?
Now, are you gonna do anything with the curls, or are you gonna leave them like that?
I am.
You just kind of separate them a little bit.
Soften them up around.
Soften it up. You don't want to do all the curls and then brush the curls out or anything, but it's nice to just kind of soften it a little bit.
Right there.
She is looking gorge.
It's strange that you have to clean, then you have to curl, then you have to re-separate, but it's just a fact of life. It's sort of like all the steps you have to do with your makeup.
Exactly. And you don't want ringlets. It has to be the right ringlet. Like if you're going for the Shirley Temple look, then you're going for that look. But it would not look good on a doll like this.
No.
It just wouldn't look right. You always want it to look right.
Yeah.
That's looking good.
Now what happened here?
Well, because you did it halfway down. We need one of these that's like a double barrel that's like twice as long. I think that would be.
But it's okay. Where's the curling iron? Am I doing it right, Greg?
Greg hasn't said anything.
He hasn't said anything?
He must be watching and learning himself.
Oh.
Yeah, it was funny. I had my hair and it was just not...
Doing anything?
Well, I like it like kind of crazy and fly away and just kind of wild, and I don't curl the ends and I do it all on purpose. But he made it look so put together and professional and just beautiful. At first I thought I looked like I had like a football helmet on, the way that he like pressed it down, but then I loved it. It was a look that I had never seen on myself before.
It's fun to try something different.
Oh, yeah.
She came, she had a little bow.
Oh.
Right there.
So what do you guys think? Well, should we put the bow on it? Because we're gonna do the bonnet too.
But if you pull that back, let's see her face. See how much nicer the hair, the flyaways.
Yes.
Okay.
Karen says she keeps getting prettier and prettier. That is the point, everybody. We want you to know that you can do this for your own dolls, because sometimes if they've been in the case for a while or whatever, they maybe lose their shine, or they just don't feel like the day you met them, just like everybody. And so you just go to this, you take your doll to the salon and bump it up, and it's amazing what you can do.
Just a clean rag with water on her face and her eyes.
Yeah. Take a
amazing.
Clean rag, clean off the face.
Clean her
just clean
paperweight eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, that just does.
It's like taking your car to the wash.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much better it looks.
And smells.
and smells. So everyone is voting bow, but she does have her wonderful bonnet, but we could do a bow too.
Yeah, a little bow right here pulls it away from her face.
Yeah.
Let's see. See if you pull it away. Then all you see is her face.
Fabulous. We approve. If you guys approve, give us a thumbs up. I approve.
That's all that matters.
She's gorgeous. So here's one of the things you can do. A good tip is using one of these plastic sacks that you get from the grocery store as your little barrier to just put over your doll, just like in a real salon. And if you refer back to our videos earlier, Linda shows you how to make these gorgeous little rosettes that she put on the cover of on the front of these shoes. So she's going to continue styling this sweetheart. But I think it looks pretty darn great.
She's going to be pretty.
She's going to be pretty.
Too bad we didn't have her for Christmas.
Yeah, she does kind of look like a Christmas doll. But the thing about doll people is that we don't, during Christmas, we usually buy stuff for other people. We don't buy as much for ourselves. And so she's, now we're back in the saddle.
Birthday,
anniversary, and I don't know about you guys, but and literally it's fine for me if a birthday present comes 11 months early. I buy stuff for myself all the time and call it a birthday present a year early, 9 months early, 6 months early, because you just don't, when you find the great thing, you just got to get it. You can't, I'd rather deal with the credit card bill that's on fire later than have to live with the regret of not getting it. Now, if there's any financial advisors tuning in, they're probably not going to agree. But
crazy.
Hey, sometimes if you don't get it, it's just not good.
You regret it.
Yeah.
Remember.
I know.
You will regret it if you don't buy it.
That's right. So Stanley has been working diligently on our stands. How are our Huray stands going, Stan?
Outstanding.
They're outstanding. The Huray stands are outstanding. We have been rocking and rolling. Actually, Stanley has been rocking and rolling.
When you get them, they're going to have this little wire around them so that you can, in case there's an undergarment you need to suspend it under there, you can run it around this. Okay? And it's going to have this and the ball. But I leave these loose. I don't glue them on so you can, this is a heavy piece of metal, nail. So on the ones I'm shipping
They're
out,
good.
the prototypes of wood, but they would have broke. Now they have a heavy duty nail in
A
there.
heavy duty nail in there. I think they're awesome. You've been doing a great job on those. I think they're great. We've been shipping those. A wonderful way to display your Huray outfits or any outfit that you wish to display. So a couple things that are going on over here. These, it was such a bummer. These got shipped to us and this little guy broke. Isn't that so sad? These cute little huggers. So Stanley's re-gluing it because you're not going to throw it away. So he's re-gluing it and it'll be good and we'll sell it to somebody. But it's always the worst when that happens. And I'm sure you guys can all testify to having something like that happening in your life. What was wrong with this guy? Something was wrong. See if I can spot it. Something. Can't remember. I know he needs restrung. Oh, right there. Right there. He needs a little touch up right there. And let's see. This little guy is getting a touch up. We got this wonderful collection of Cupies, but pretty much every single one of them.
This one?
This guy right there. Do you see that bad? It's just a kind of a bad repair. It just needs a little touch up right there on the paint.
That one has it too.
But it's a wonderful Kewpie. This little guy needed a touch up on his toe.
This guy took a tumble, but
Yeah, it'll
there's
look good.
more pieces still to be found out there somewhere.
Oh.
1, 2. See that?
All right. Well, they're probably in this tissue somewhere.
I don't see them.
Okay. Well, it happened in shipping, so they're here somewhere. Anyway, half the Kewpies we got were perfect, and then half of them, and they came like this. It just had little things, but it's just worth it to kind of fix their toes and their little top knots and the things like that. But when this stuff happens, it's such a bummer. We pack our things extremely well, and things happen, but these weren't. Anyway, it is what it is. So let's go and see what's going on over here. We're getting more with the styling. Are you pulling both sides back?
I am.
It's a very feminine hairstyle. I think it looks pretty great. We might need to pull a couple of the curls in the front just to give her some. Yeah, she's going to look great. Do you guys love it? Let's see the back. Yeah. It's going to be fabulous. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed these tips and peeking over our shoulder at the doll shop. Again, this is the spray that Linda used, the glass cleaner that got all that icky green out of this wig. There was all this green in this wig, and this got it out. It's amazing. It has foaming action.
Finding a needle is fun. The right needle. Sunglasses.
I can't wait. So it's like I said, the calm before the storm, the good storm. And we will close by saying goodbye to our sweet, sweet Mursky. Murray, your wonderful friends love you. Murray, they love you. They want to see you and say hello. And see your little tongue. Your little toothless tongue. Murray. He sits there right on my chair, just like this, in my jacket. Is my jacket nice and warm and cozy? Is it cozy? Are you a wild man? He gets so wild off camera. But then when it's time for his big show, he's like this. You ready to go home, mister? All right. We hope you guys enjoyed this peek into everything happening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.